As a start, Gespage, for the partners who are joining us and who don't know Gespage a lot, just to say in a few numbers that the solution is around since quite a while. We've got multiple customers globally, around 2,500 customers. We are on the way to manage 20,000 of devices, including MFPs and printers. And we've got this experience of being in the office printing industry since 50 years, and Gespage is probably around more than 50 years. So it was time to propose something new to our partners. So maybe at the start of the products that we make, of course, we analyze the markets, the trends, the feedback of the partners. And some of the things we see in terms of key trends is cloud printing. So you probably have the same visibility than us on the trend, but what is definitely happening in the market is growing adoption toward cloud solutions. So we can't deny the growth. However, there is something that is happening as well, and that slow down this adoption, which is the concerns related to security and data sovereignty. Okay, so companies are okay to make the leap to the cloud, but they want to keep control on their data, on their servers, on the infrastructure. So only a few of them are going full cloud. COSIRCA mentioned in a report that only 4% of the organization in 2025 currently use full cloud-based print solutions. So it's only a small portion. And what the trend has confirmed is that organizations, whether they are small, large, in private or public sectors, they tend to adopt a choice that is a combination of on-prem and cloud solution, an hybrid model, okay? Because they can get the benefits of the flexibility of the cloud and the local control of data. So the key expectation of organization moving toward these hybrid solutions, in terms of cloud, it's to get the benefit of simplified print infrastructure. This will help IT teams to reduce the workload they have to manage hardware. So these are mostly the benefits associated to the cloud. And from a control security perspective, the data security and sovereignty is something that they seek. They are keen to move to the cloud or to an hybrid solution, but as long as they keep advanced print management features, because there are lots of solutions around that are quite new. Their feature set is growing, but very slowly, and they don't pair with their equivalent in on-prem solutions, okay? So they say yes to move to the cloud, but we still want to have advanced print management controls. And cost optimization and ROI, of course, remain something very important because if we take the example of full cloud solutions, for example, organizations now have lots of subscription, and at the end of the month, they see that it represents a big budget. So the return on investment is still something very sensitive for IT leaders and organizations. From these expectations, we've made the decision to make something different that is called a Stratus, basically. So Gespage Stratus is our print management solution, Gespage, that is hosted in a secure private cloud, okay, and operated by Cartadis. So these are two different things compared to Gespage. So it combines the data sovereignty that the organization seek, easy deployment, centralized management, while still delivering a smooth and secure user experience. Okay, so we took all the main benefits delivered by Gespage, added this in a turnkey solution, hosted in the cloud, operated by Cartadis for some of the services that you'll see, to try to create more stickiness toward this solution and to answer the needs of the organization. So as it is the start of the sale of this offering, we've made the choice as well to start with only small and medium size organizations at the beginning to not put some pressure on our development team to go with the large customers we can sometime have on Gespage. This will allow us to progress, and we already have some milestone where we seek to remove those barriers. So if you want to position Stratus today to some of your customers, the positioning is small and medium-sized organizations, and in a more accurate way, they are organizations with up to 20 print points, and the print points combine MFPs and printers. Okay, so if you think about the potential size of these organizations, knowing that usually for one MFP you've got a minimum of between 20 and 50 users, depending on the vertical, that still remain some quite decent size organizations. Okay. In terms of the offering, when I was mentioning that is package, you can see on this slide what makes the difference between a Gespage configuration and a Gespage Stratus configuration. So if we look at the on-prem solution, we've got Gespage today. Most of the hard work from an architecture or local setting configuration is managed in-house or by partners or resellers, like you, for example, for some of you who are resellers. So this is the way Gespage is sold traditionally. But in one way, there are things that can be organized that can also help the customers to focus on more important things. So as an example, all the infrastructure-related parts, the hosting in the cloud, the server itself and its OS or the security of the server, with Gespage Stratus, all these parts are going to be handled directly by Cartadis. So if you make the choice to go with Stratus, your customers will have the security that everything from an infrastructure will be handled by Cartadis, which is something that the customer will appreciate because they can work on lots of other things. At the application server setup, of course, this is fully related to the configuration of the customer. So the configuration will still need to be operated by the partner or eventually for some customers if they've got the competencies. Okay, because you need to connect to the MFPs, you need to connect to the rights, the print policies, and etc. So this is something that Cartadis can do at the larger scale. However, what we can manage as well for all of you is, for example, all the updates of Gespage. So when a new version of Stratus is delivered, we can automatically update all the instances we have created for the customers. So they'll get the latest security updates, features, and so on. And at the same time, sorry for that, I see it's not translated in English, this part, but we are also doing the backup of the server, okay? And everything will be done by Cartadis. So the last part that you manage is the local deployment of the agents, the terminals, or the printers, as you do today. This is mostly the main elements that you'll have to provide. You want to add something? Yeah,
no, it's okay.
It's okay? So we are talking about a cloud solution. So security is, of course, very important for our customers, for your customers. So the cloud is fully secure, it's GDPR compliant. And when you talk about the story of security of Stratus with your customers, you can also explain that it's comprehended by all the built-in security features that the solution already offer. Okay. So if we look at the availability, because this is a service, the application guarantees an availability or uptime of 99.6% per month, which is a very good rate compared to some other solutions on the market. So what it means is that your customers will have a solution that they can trust and is is available on a regular basis. What we do in the background, our support teams and the team members of Guillaume, for example, is that they ensure a continuous monitoring of all the customers using Stratus to make sure that if something happens, we've got a full process in place to manage any type of incidents. So as an example, if something goes wrong for a specific period of time, we'll also make some communication with the partners or the customers to explain what the cause of the problem is, what kind of actions we've got in mind, and the type of elements that can help them to get some visibility on the issues. So Stratus, from a support perspective, is going to be handled differently from a support perspective than Gespage. For example, we've got processes that are fully adapted to the solution. At the commercial level, what you need to know basically is that we think that simplicity means transparency for the customers. So the pricing model we've got on Gespage remains pretty similar to what we've got on Stratus. So one license is equal to one print point, whether it's an MFP or a printer. So you just need to quote the number of print devices that will be connected to Gespage Stratus. And based on this, you'll be able to determine the price. So as part of the license, you'll get a dedicated instance hosted in a secure private cloud. So all the infrastructure cost is already infused in the price of the license. Okay, so there's no additional cost, just the flat price of the license. Of course, there are all the features included. The only option is the web payment module to load the user accounts. Outside of this, all the checkboxes are ticked in terms of features. And as part of the licensing model, the maintenance and support is also included with the license. So from a price perspective, I didn't make the choice to put the prices on the slides because we've got different type of partner profiles today. But just to let you know, we've got different tiers in terms of price. So the bigger the volume is, the better and the more attractive is the pricing, basically. So in terms of the tiers, they are a little bit different than Gespage. As you can see, we've got a price for one device, one for two devices, 3, 4, and then 3 other brackets up to 20. We've made the choice because we think that we also have something that is cost attractive that will remove some barriers for small businesses to adopt print management solutions. So if you look at the sale of a traditional print management solution today, the customers who have 1 or 2 devices, they say, okay, I'm not going to invest into a print management solution because the cost is going to be too high for the benefits we get. So we just want to use the native features on the device rather than having to deploy something with more advanced print management features that are expensive for us. So these prices, we think, will help to remove some barriers for the SMEs. Something a little bit different than Gespage is there's no exchange fee if you had to move a license from a Toshiba to a Lexmark device, for example, or a Xerox to a Konica Minolta. We do this on Gespage. Because this application is new, the pricing model as well, we've made the choice to not put any barriers to change the brands. We'll do this in the future for Gespage, so probably the next price list will do it, but for Stratus, it's probably a bit more flexible for you today, so I had to mention this element. So this is pretty much what you need to know from a commercial perspective. Because we talk about a cloud solution, I'm going to let Guillaume to talk about the architecture and all the tech stuff that interest you today?
Yes, because for this version of Gespage, we can have a lot of difference with a standard Gespage version. So the benefit that you can have with Gespage Stratus, it's about the infrastructure. So as explained previously by Christophe, the part of the installation to provide the server, it's managed by Cartadis. So it's our work to set the server and to install it, and then we give you the key to proceed to follow by the installation at the client customers. So a part of the benefit is the fact that the server is hosted in a cloud infrastructure. So our server are provided by OVH Cloud. So it helps to secure us our infrastructures and to provide you the best solution of the server.
Maybe for some of you who are even outside of the European area. So OVH is a French company, so for us it was probably easy to use this company, but they are spread across all the continents, and they are seen as a leading European cloud provider. So for now, Stratus is going to be accessible from a data center, basically, that is established in France, that ticks all the boxes from a GDPR compliance at the European level. I guess the more mature we become the offering, probably the more regions will also open in the future. So be patient, maybe escalate your needs, but making this choice of this partner is also going to help us to reach new regions. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, so for the Gespage infrastructure, so as for every cloud services, so the fact is that Gespage is installed in the private cloud, and the customers can join this Gespage Stratus version from the internet protocol. So there is some features that can be specific to Gespage Stratus. So let's explain them. So the first one will be the Gespage connector. So Gespage connector is a new services and is a part of the Stratus installation. So you don't have it on a standard installation for Gespage. Thank you. The goal for this Gespage connector is to provide the possibility for the server that is hosted in the cloud to be able to have some communication with some local features at the customer's network. For example, if we need to have some communication that can be done from the server to the printers that are local to the site, for example. Sometimes we can have, depending on the brand, we can have the need to use this connector. But also to manage some local features, like if your customers still have an active directory that is local to his network, for example, to allow Gespage to communicate with these services, you need to install this Gespage connector. The other part of the key in this type of installation will be the Gespage agent for the Stratus mode. So the agent for the one who already installed a traditional Gespage application, this is a part of Gespage that will handle the printers and the print jobs on the server installation. With the Gespage Stratus, this agent still in use, but you can have two possibilities for the installation. So you can have the possibility to install this Gespage agent on each workstation at the customer site. So it means that this agent will manage the jobs that stay local to the end users' computers. So in this way, this is the way we have to be in a full serverless environment. The other solution that you can have can be to install this Gespage agent on a computer that is local to this to the end user's network, and this computer can handle the role for the print service, for example, to be able to share the printers that are installed on this computer to the other end user's workstation. So this is two way to handle the printers, to the local printers at the customer site. Both way have some benefits and inconvenience. So we can speak about this, the difference for these two type of installation later. So about the Gespage connector, so it can be needed for some of the brands. So for all the printer brand, the MFP brand that requires to have a communication from the server to the printers to do the installation. For this brand, we require the Gespage connector to be able to deploy the application on this terminal. For some other brands, specifically the one that are in a specific mode where they are full client mode, like a Canon, Kyocera, Lexmark, for example, we have the possibility to don't use this Gespage connector because the device can join the server directly from the printer to manage the registering for the terminal configuration and to get this information from the server.
So the partners need to be really careful about this, what the brand of MFP they use, whether they have to use the connector or not.
Exactly. And also, the brand, also, this is not only about the brand, because some features, some Gespage features require to have this Gespage connector installed. Like example, if you want to use the Gespage mobile features, so to allow the server to send jobs. Yeah, to the local networks, you need to have this Gespage connector. And if I explained before, even if you still have some local components for the end customer's usage, like an Active Directory or maybe a SMTP server that's still local to the client network, you need to install the Gespage connector as well.
Okay.
Okay, so for the Gespage connector installation, so this connector need to be installed on resources that is local to the end user's network, and this resource need to be always active. So it means it needs to be able to communicate with the Gespage Stratus server in the cloud. Each time you need to have a communication with the server for the MFP, for example, if the MFP needs this Gespage connector to work.
So if I look at this picture, it means that if I'm using a Epson, KM Sharp or Toshiba, I need to have this connector on the network.
Yes, to manage the authentication parts.
Okay. Okay.
About the Gespage agent, so we can, as explained previously, we have two types of installation. So the first type of installation is when this agent is installed on the end user's workstation. So in this case, you need to deploy this agent on each end user computer. We provide this agent. We can provide this agent with a .msi file to be able to deploy this agent by GPO, for example, if you need to do it on all the computers on the network. At the network, yes.
Okay, so this configuration is full cloud.
And this configuration, we are
full cloud. You don't have this because we don't have a server.
Yes, we don't have a server, and so we don't need to have the resources always active to manage the spool file for this type of installation.
Okay.
The advantage for this configuration, so we have in serverless mode, all the spool files stay local to the end user's computer. So it means that this is the best security for the end users because the spool files still located on their computers.
And it's not shared on another computer. That there are solutions where they spread the job on multiple other computers.
Not here. The spool files stay locally only on the end user computer that sends the print jobs. So the deployment can be easy because we can provide this agent to be deployed by GPO, and this is a cross-platform availability. So we can install the Gespage agent on Windows and Linux. Unfortunately, on the limitation, so it is not available for the macOS environment. So for this type of installation, if you have a Mac end user computer that are Mac, in this case you need to use the Gespage mobile services.
Okay, but that's still possible to handle users with Mac.
Yes, sure.
Through another feature. Okay.
The other type of installation is when this Gespage agent is installed on specific computers, not necessarily a server OS to share the printers, but if you have a specific resource that is local on the user network, and you can install the printers in this computer and then share these printers to the workstation, it can be also a solution. With this type of architecture, so you're near to a Gespage standard installation, except the fact that you have the application services that are in the cloud. So all the update and the installation and the security for the server still at our charge.
Okay, we've got some questions. I just mentioned by written to the different persons asking the questions that we'll answer them after this. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So put them in the comments, and at least we'll have the list, and we'll take from number 1 to the last one at the question and answer session. Okay. So you just have to be patient to get your answer. That's all.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, so when the agent is installed on the specific resources, in this case, the benefit that you can have is to have an installation very near as a Gespage standard installation. So it can simplify the support because the agent is installed only on one computer. So if you have some difficulties with the print driver configuration, for example, you just need to do the modification on this computer to if it's a print server. The inconvenience for this setup is that we are not in a full cloud architecture with this installation, but this is the hybrid case for the Gespage installation, and some IT on the site can find this solution is better for the management of the printers, because yes, it's with these two type of installation. In fact, you have the flexibility to and I think you can find the answer for the IT resource for your customers.
Yeah. I think we see it quite often in in tenders or meetings we've got with customers. They talk about going in a serverless configuration, and at the end of the day, when they have to consider the comfort of use locally by some users, sometimes they say, oh yeah, okay, it probably requires something locally to deliver this type of experience and so on. So I think this is great because we can be flexible on the setup we provide to the customers. Okay, so some of the things that you'd like to show is probably to explain the flows and communications and all the what happens at the in the background, right?
Okay. So for the print submission, so when the agent is installed locally on the end user's computer, so it works like a normal agent. So when the user sends the print jobs stay local to his computers. Nevertheless, some of the information about these jobs need to be registered on the application server to like the print jobs, the number of page for the color, for the black and white, if it is a duplex jobs, for example. This information stay registered to the Gespage application, and then the Gespage server can also manage the access right about this type of job. But
it's like entering the prompt to an IA, right? You send all the instructions, and then you get the good behavior of the.
It is the information that we need to register in Gespage to be able to provide some reports about these jobs, because some of our customers like to have some reports, and this is
so only the metadata is sent to the cloud. So I suppose the weight of those information is really small, right?
Yes, it is really small. It's just the information for the document, but not the document himself.
Okay.
So in this configuration, so when the end users launch a print job, so the information about this print job are registered on the server. Then the end user can go into the printers, authenticate. So the authentication is done from the printers to the server in the cloud directly. And then the end user can ask to release this print job. So the application server sends a request to the end user's computers to release the print jobs. So it means that in this type of architectures, you need to have the end user's computers that still turn on during the release. If the end user's computer is turned off, you cannot release the print jobs, because the print jobs stay local to his computer.
Okay.
The second type of installation, so this is the one where the agent is installed on a specific computer, so dedicated resources always active to manage the printers that are sharing for the workstation. So in this case, the end user computer sends the print jobs to the dedicated resource. The print jobs information the print job information is still registered on the application server, and the print jobs still is stored on the dedicated resource, so it's still on the local network. Then when the end users ask to release this print job, so
it's retrieved from the
it retrieves information from the resource and not for the end user's computer. So in this case, if the workstation is turned off, it is not a problem, as long as the dedicated resource is turned on.
Okay. So I think we have some questions about mobile print. So this is probably going to answer them.
So this is this part. So for the mobile printing, in Gespage, for the mobile, what we think is the mobile functionality, it is all the functionality that is not a standard print jobs. So in fact, when you want to print the jobs from a specific from the end users, the web user interface, or or by sending a mail, or if we would like to launch the jobs by your smartphone application. In this case, for us, this is a mobile management for these print jobs. So in this case, the print jobs are always sent from the devices to the end to the server in the cloud, to the Gespage Stratus. And then Gespage Stratus stores these jobs and then release the jobs when the user is connected. It means that in this case, the print jobs goes to the server in the cloud. So the print jobs is not local to the end user's computer. So this is something you need to be clear with the end user customers, because it can happen that the end customers don't want to have this print jobs in the cloud. And for the mobile architectures, we just print jobs still in the cloud.
Okay. And the print release, so sorry, I probably don't update this one, but
yes. For the print release, so the end users connect to the printers, authenticate on the printers, ask to release these print jobs, and in this case, this is the Gespage Stratus that sends the print jobs directly to the MFP. So it don't going through
it's not going through this dedicated resource. Sorry, that's my bad. I forgot this slide. I'll update it before I send the presentation. So it goes straight from the Gespage Stratus instance to the MFP, right? The job.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Any other aspects on the architecture?
Oh, it's okay. Let's see the question now.
So, so you've seen all the way it works at the architecture level. So, from a feature perspective, what can you expect from Stratus? Basically, it's all the features that you know today in Gespage that are brought on a Stratus. So, print tracking and control features. You still have a single web interface that helps IT teams to monitor their print service, access the dashboard, and control pretty much everything. From a user management perspective, we've added recently in Gespage, so in Stratus as well, the support of Google Workspace. So you've got multiple options. You can connect to multiple user directories, which is a strength of Gespage Stratus and Gespage. Microsoft Entra ID, Active Directory, OpenLDAP, and now Google Workspace. So access right management is basically the possibility to define a different type of rights that you can set in Gespage. Print policies as well. We've got lots of features to ensure print policies. Secure printing, of course, that's the core of the solution, called Print2Me in both Gespage and Stratus. At the embedded terminal level, you've seen on the connectors that there are a few differences according to the brands. So today on Stratus, all the brands in color have been developed. The only ones that are not at this stage are Brother, Fujifilm, and HP. Fujifilm, this is currently happening. We are working on it's a brand new embedded application, so we work on this. HP is going to come in the future as well, and Brother as well. We need to work on this. So we support the majority of the print brands today on Stratus, which is great for you because you can already propose the solution to your customers. So we'll give you some visibility on these developments to make sure that you've got an ETA soon. So access management, these are all the standard features that allow users to authenticate according to different methods based on the needs of the customers. Scanning, we've recently added a few cloud-based storage services as well to add this additional touch of cloudiness in Gespage. So you can scan to OneDrive for Business, SharePoint, Google Drive. And you've got advanced scan features on the brands I've mentioned before. So mobile printing is also, as you've heard, quite flexible. We've got a brand new web user interface that has been developed recently to handle everything, basically. So users just have to connect on a web page to submit their print jobs, reload their accounts, see the history, the credit, and so on. So it's very easy. They can reload and top up by Worldline or PayPal. It's it's multilingual. You can customize the portal on the first page. You've got email printing possibility and Gespage Mobile that works both on Gespage and Stratus. So fleet monitoring options, cost and payment management to manage different type of features, including quota, prepayment, and so on. Web payment module, we just mentioned this. Reports, so you can do all the reports that you know already in Gespage. We've got green reports, customizable reports, and so on. Sustainable printing, we will continue to communicate on this and to develop features toward this theme. But the aim basically is to say, if you're an administrator, you can reach your environmental objectives or the organization objective by this and this feature. If you are users, we can help you to create awareness about the weight or the impact of the jobs you are doing on MFPs through our solutions. So as an example, in the e-terminal, the user can see the environmental impact, to see how much water, electricity has been consumed by the print and so on. So this is quite important for the companies and their CSR strategy. So we'll continue toward this development. And of course, you've heard at the beginning, but Cartadis being historically an hardware player, that's how we started. Stratus also offered the opportunity to connect with lots of different solutions that create differentiators like kiosks. So in universities, in public sites, you've got the possibility to propose a kiosk to monetize the print, payment by cards, by coins, and so on. We've got card readers to connect and give you a 360 experience of Cartadis through the software, the solution. We've got the CPads as well. So Stratus is really comprehensive in terms of features. So you can expect all the nice things that Gespage is doing, but now in a private secure cloud. From a launch perspective, so this meeting today was aiming to give you information before the launch. Okay, so we are not far from the launch. But what means the launch, basically? So we'll give you a few documents to help you to prepare for the launch and to communicate with us at the date defined. So there is a presentation deck that is basically built on what you saw today. We've got new brochures. So there's one for Stratus that is an 8-page brochure that gives all the details of the solution. The e-terminal brochures have been updated. So you don't have to deal with two different types of brochures. There's only one that says if it's compatible or not with Gespage or Stratus. So it's going to simplify your life. The Gespage.com website is going to go through a refresh. So we are going to make this live at the launch as well. The online support center and the KB have been updated with a few articles talking about Stratus. So you can already go online and see on our support center some elements to help you to identify the prerequisites, technical elements, and so on. You probably need to connect with your Freshdesk account just to log in on the portal to see all those articles, because some of them are probably not published yet, but there are a big majority of articles already present. And more officially, the launch for us means the start of the communication that will happen on the 20th of October. With the publication of the Gespage site, where we'll add Stratus on the site, and we'll also start to communicate on social media and digital marketing and so on.